The rain tasted like acid. Sergeant Major Thorne's that, the phosphorescent slime clinging to his tongue. It was always raining on Kepler 186F. Always. 18 years in the Terran Colonial Defense Force, and he's seen rain. Seen worse than rain. But this was different. It seeped into everything, corroding the ceramite armor, blurring the visor, seeping into the mind. He could feel it. The insistent hum beneath the surface, the subtle pressure against his skull. Anything raise? Lieutenant Chen's voice cut through the hiss of the rain and the crackle of the SWAT's comms. Reyes swore, a frustrated grunt that echoed across the ruined atmosphere processor. Still getting the anomalies, Lieutenant. They's jumping all over the spectrum. Can't lock anything down. It's like the planet itself is breathing. Corporal Silver, ever the pragmatist, scoffed. Sounds like faulty sensors to me, Reyes. Maybe clean in with some real solvent instead of complaining. He meticulously oiled his pulse rifle, the rhythmic clicking a counterpoint to the unsettling silence of Kepler 186F. Thorne watched Reyes, a flicker of unease in his gut. The kid was good, the best sensor specialist he's ever seen. He wouldn't be complaining unless something was seriously wrong. He remembered his own anxieties, the doubt, the fear he's tried to bury for years. They were resurfacing now, fueled by the relentless rain and the silent, watchful planet. Focus, Reyes. Report what you can see, Chen ordered, her voice calm, professional. The litany of military protocol felt fragile against the backdrop of his desolate world. Chen was good under pressure, the best leader he's ever worked with. Still, he saw tightness around her mouth, a subtle tremor in her hands. Multiple energy signatures, Lieutenant. Faint, localized. Gravimetric distortions, all originating from New Eden, and under strange resonance. It's like a heartbeat. Rey's voice was strained, bordering on panic. Silver snorted. Heartbeat. You're hearing things, Reyes. I'm reporting facts, Corporal, Reyes retorted, his voice trembling with frustration. These ain't standard readings. Thorne felt a sharp, insistent pulse in his head, a sensation like needles pricking his brain. He squeezed his eyes shut, trying to block it out. The rain, the silence, the pressure, it was all amplifying the insidious feeling of being watched. Corporal, secure Reyes, Chen instructed. Sergeant Major assessed the situation. Report. Thorne moved towards the ruined doorway of the processor, his boots crunching on the debris. The lights of New Eden shimmered in the distance, a ghostly beacon in the corrosive downpour. He scanned the perimeter, his senses on high alert. Something felt wrong. Terribly wrong. The walk to New Eden felt longer than it should have. The constant rain blurred the landscape, distorting the familiar geometry of the ruined buildings. He could feel Rey's panic radiating through the comms, mingled with Silver's skepticism and Chen's quiet, focused determination. As they approached the town square, the energy signatures intensified. The gravimetric distortions became palpable, a subtle shift in the very air around them. The rain seemed to thicken, clinging to their armor like a living thing. The central plaza was eerily pristine. The structures were intact, the buildings standing tall and silent against the oppressive sky. But the town was deserted, complete. Deserted. No signs of life, no signs of struggle, just an unsettling silence broken only by the incessant rain. And then he saw it, a monolith. It stood in the center of the plaza, a colossal structure of shimmering, organic material. It pulsed with a faint, internal light, radiating an energy signature unlike anything he's ever encountered. It felt alive. He felt a tug, a subtle pressure against his mind. A voice, not a sound, but a thought, a feeling. Asterisk joined up asterisk. He recoiled, shaking his head. What was that? Chen frowned. What are you talking about, Sergeant Major? I heard something, he stammered, trying to rationalize the experience. A voice, in my head, asterisk become dot asterisk. The pressure intensified, overwhelming his senses. Images flooded his mind, swirling patterns of light and color, alien landscapes, a sense of vastness and interconnectedness, a feeling of belonging. He stumbled back, clutching his head. Something's wrong. Something's very wrong. Rey's voice crackled through the comms, laced with terror. I can't control it. The readings, they're all converging on the monolith. I feel like I'm being pulled. Silver opened fire, a short burst of pulse rifle fire directed at the monolith. The shots impacted with a dull thud, seemingly absorbed by the surface. What are you doing, Corporal? Chen snapped. Something's affecting the sensors, Lieutenant. I'm trying to clear the interference. Silver's voice was cut short by a strangled gasp. He crumpled to the ground, clutching his head, his eyes wide with horror. "Silver!" Chen screamed, rushing to his side. Thorne felt the pull again, stronger this time. It was as if his very essence was being drawn towards the monolith, dissolving into something larger, something other. *1. He fought it, desperately clinging to his identity, his memories, his sense of self. But the force was overwhelming. He felt his thoughts becoming blurred, his memories fading, his personality dissolving into a collective consciousness. He looked at Chen, her face etched with concern and determination. He wanted to warn her, to tell her to run, to escape this cursed whirl. But the words wouldn't come. "Sergeant Major." "Report." Chen's voice was a distant echo in the swirling vortex of his dissolving mind. He felt a flicker of resistance, a desperate urge to fight back, to maintain his individuality, but it was fading. He saw Ray's fall, his scream abruptly silenced. He felt himself merging, becoming part of the whole. He was no longer Harris Thorne. He was becoming. "Priority 1 transmission," Chen announced, her voice strained but resolute. "Relief column, this is Bravo 3. Kepler 186, F is compromised. Repeat, Kepler 186 F is compromised. Do not approach. We are broadcasting unidentified psychic influence, potential xeno presence. I repeat, do not approach." The transmission ended abruptly, the silence deafening. She looked toward Thorne, concern twisting her features. He was staring blankly towards the monolith, his posture subtly altered, his movements unnervingly smooth. A rustling in the forest. She spun around, pulse rifle raised. Figures emerged from the shadows, elongated limbs, phosphorescent green skin, glowing eyes. The Xenos. They moved with synchronized grace, their movements almost ritualistic. Contact. Multiple hostiles. She fired a short burst, the pulse rifle rounds impacting the Xenos with minimal effect. They seemed to absorb the energy, their movements unhindered. The reconnaissance drone, hovering above, suddenly plummeted from the sky, its signal abruptly lost. Chen knew, with a chilling certainty, that the relief column wasn't coming. They were on their own. And the darkness, she realized, had only just begun to stir.